Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Mommom. And listen, thanks a lot for joining me. I really enjoy making these videos for you and my family. But let's get started with today because I got something I haven't been doing, something seafood. I think this is the first time I've done a seafood recipe. It's a crab cake recipe. This recipe I found in a friend's aunt's cookbook. She would type up her recipes for the family. Much like I'm making videos for my family and all of you out there, the main ingredient is crab meat. But here's what I found is important because I don't make crab cakes usually. We would go buy them, which is really expensive. But I found out if you make them, it's a little bit cheaper. Nothing comes cheap with seafood. Make sure you get large lump crab meat. That's what he says really makes a good crab cake. So I have a pound of it. We're going to work with a pound of it. A pound usually makes about 8 crab cakes, okay? So I put it in there. Hopefully you can see it. The first one we're going to add is optional, but I found it really is good in the crab cake. It adds a texture to it. 1 egg, and I chop it up real fine and then put it in there, along with 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of mayo, and you can adjust this as you like it too, because everybody's a little bit different. Dry mustard, and I'm going to add, it calls for a dash of Tabasco sauce. Well, as I've told you repeatedly, in my family, we like things a little kicking, so I add a couple dashes of Tabasco sauce, and then some Worcestershire sauce, okay? See how I did that? You don't need to measure. You know what you like when it comes to Worcestershire sauce. I take a spatula and mix it gently. You want to make sure you mix this very gently because you don't want those lumps to break up. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I'm going to preheat the skillet. We're going to fry these in butter. That's what I caught my eye about this, is the butter. So I've got this kind of mixed, but I did it very gently. Don't forget that gentle part. So we're supposed to get 8 crab cakes out of this. It all depends on how you make them. So, and they said don't flatten them, leave them puffy. The meat's already cooked. So I'm gonna make a nice rounded crab cake. And the recipe calls for putting it in breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs that it calls for are homemade breadcrumbs. You take a piece of bread and you just put it on your little grinder there and you just shred it. So I'm gonna put it in there and then I'm gonna turn it over and press it and do the same thing on the other side. So I've got that one crab cake done. I'm waiting for this to heat up. It looks like it's almost ready. I melted my butter. Now with butter, you gotta be very careful because things will burn very easily. That is one problem. Let's put this in there that looks like it's ready. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. I'm using a smaller pan than I would if I was working on my stove, but since I'm working here, it's a little bit different. Do a medium heat, medium high, depends on your stove. Gotta be very gentle with them. So we're gonna let them cook, and meanwhile, I'm gonna make the rest of the crab cakes, okay? So I fried the crab cakes, and I wanted to show you how well they present. Look how good they are. My family can't wait to eat them. They're hanging around here like vultures. So with that being said, we served them with some fries and coleslaw, which is usually the best way to have them. For health reasons, I added a side salad that we can share. And then for dessert, we have some cookies. I made them orange so that they kind of look like they're part of the crab. So here we go. Crab cakes, French fries, coleslaw, a nice salad, and some dessert. The recipe is at the end of the video or the description, okay? And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please share this recipe. This is a great Father's Day recipe. Do you know how excited your father will be if you show up making him crab cakes? And I also want to tell you something that I know a lot of people don't know. You know you can get YouTube on your TV. In the Kitchen with Mommom can be on your big screen TV and you can see everything so much clearer. All you have to do is go to YouTube. Most of your smart TVs have an app for YouTube. But if you don't have a smart TV, say you have Xfinity, you can just talk into your remote and YouTube will come up. Not everybody has that access, but if you do, try it. If you don't know how to do it, just ask your grandchildren. Who do you think got me this far? Without my grandchildren, I wouldn't be making videos. So they ended up being so well, they're perfect. They present so well. Enjoy. I hope you get a chance to make these, and I'll see you next month on In the Kitchen with Mommom.